A little bit about me. I've been in sports technology now for 12 years. My first role was to complete the migration between Highbury and Emirates for Arsenal Football Club. I've then been out as a consultant at other Premier League clubs. I've worked supplier side of the fence, building custom software for the sporting industry, covering things like stadium tours, hospitality sales, ticketing, access control, and a variety of others. With West Ham, where I'm positioned at the moment, was all about transformation, again, in the context of the stadium move. So a little bit about West Ham United. Clearly a relatively well-known name. I was brought in March of 2015 by the managing director, initially on a 3-week consultancy project to look at technology in the context of the migration between Upton Park and the London Stadium. It was all about where are we now, where do we want to get to, how do we need to bridge the gap. Like many things, when a business has been in one place for a long period of time, had a relatively stable ownership group for a long period of time, things get stale. And Upton Park match day just worked. It didn't work because it was efficient, it didn't work because it was optimised, it just worked because it worked for the previous 100 years. IT was certainly in that bracket, operations was certainly in that bracket, retail was pretty much in that bracket. And the board had clearly set some very ambitious targets. Some top line numbers, we went from 38,000 seats to 57,000 seats, a big increase in ticketing capacity and match day revenue. We went from 1,500 hospitality seats on a match day to 3,500. We went from 10 tours a week to 10 tours a day. So really what I'm going to take you through is that slightly different angle, which is all about the people and user adoption in the context of the change through here. Clearly, a migration of stadium was a great reason to change some things. It was a great reason to bring some things out into the light, a great reason to transform some things, to add some people, to change a business process. But actually, we need to take that right down to the next level. What's the right time for the business unit to change? But this was a situation when I first started the gap analysis, when I started going out into the business and meeting stakeholders and getting through the place. The board, what did IT mean? It meant the desktop PC in front of them, period. It didn't matter that you came and you turned your PC on, you had to go and make 2 cups of tea, 3 cups of tea, go and get a biscuit, go and see someone from another department to come back before you can open Outlook and send your first email in the morning. That was just how it works, and that's okay. So I spend a lot of time with the business speaking about the logical filter. And the example is simple, and it now gets parroted back at me, which I enjoy most of the time, which is, how do you get off the 10th floor of a building? Now, from a logical filter perspective, most logical way surely is to go and get the elevator, get downstairs, walk out the front door. Second most logical, the elevator's out, maybe we'll take the stairs. Somewhere around 5th, you might be abseiling. Somewhere right down the bottom, you're going to the roof and jumping. People's tendency to hire people that are like themselves. So especially in this economy of change and transformation agents and technological transformation, people go and have an interview, the person sitting on the interviewing side of the fence says, get on with him, you know, we speak the same language, we're thinking the same way, that's the guy for us, let's bring him in. No, he's the wrong person to bring because he thinks the same as you, so you're not going to change anything, you're just going to agree with each other and think about, and pat yourself on the back and say, great, well tell you what, actually, I've thought about it, what you were doing before was just great, mate. We're looking at a Premier League football club in 2015 that was running an XP estates by default. As I arrived, I thought, wow, a time machine works. You know, it's 2001 all over again. And I'd spent a lot of time actually proactively highlighting this isn't very good. Give them a broader awareness to suck them on the journey that said actually change isn't that scary. Thank you very much for listening.
Brilliant.